Good day, YouTubers. So today brings in another little review of a Chinese product, or in this case a Chinese saddle. EC90 is the brand that's on it. Does not stand for Eastern Creek. I actually don't know what the EC stands for, but I'm pretty sure they want it to look like Eastern Creek. So that's one little sort of rip-off, you might say there. The EC90 brand, they make a whole range of things, quite a few different types of saddles, carbon saddles. Most of them look like other manufacturers' saddles. They make bars, they make stems, C-posts, forks, and probably a range of stuff that I'm leaving out. So I got this from an Australian supplier. Cost a little bit more than ordering it in direct from China, but I sort of wanted to get onto this one quite quickly. So the packaging for the local delivery, not too bad. Look, it could have got damaged. It's just good enough. I probably would have packed it a little bit more. So this particular saddle is a shorter saddle, sort of TT style or orientation. 240 millimeters long, 143 centimeters wide. I actually want to put this onto my trainer. So my road bike, which sits permanently on the trainer, the saddle on there for spending long periods of time in the saddle, which you do on trainer, isn't very comfortable. So I thought we'd get this one and give it a go. They make a few different variations of this one, from steel rails to chromoly rails to carbon to an actual carbon base to the saddle. So it goes down all the way down to about 130 grams. So they state this one's 199 grams. Which we'll test in a minute. So they say it's a synthetic leather. I hate the word synthetic and leather being used in the same breath. They say it has a gel under base, and it certainly feels like it does. I can push deep in, it recovers quite quick. So that it looks and feels at this point quite comfortable. These little silver sort of holes that look like holes, they're not. They're just sort of more printed or stamped on. They're not breathing holes or anything like that. If we flip it over, have a look at the base. Looks like some sort of polycarbonate injected molded. It's clean. The base is all very clean. Can't sort of complain about that. It's flexible, which is one of the, when you look up the original website of these for someone like Specialized Power Saddles, they can actually flex the wings, and you can see these flex. Alright, now in time, whether that actually breaks because it flex, certainly will find out as I eventually put this on my mountain bike and give it a pretty rough go there. The good thing on a mountain bike is these being a bit shorter, there's more room in front for me to move the bike, especially in a sprint, still wanting to hold traction on the back wheel. They say the rails here are supposed to be chromoly. Judging by the weight, I probably believe them at this point. Certainly has the appropriate markings on the side for saddle positioning. It is only on one side. Only complaint at this point is around the sides here. It's not too bad, but the material doesn't tuck right under. It sort of tucks under a lip that's just here. If I have a look on this side, yeah, this side's a little bit rougher through here, and that's where your legs are going to be coming through. So I would hate to think that this could eventually damage expensive Nicks or shorts. So if that's the case, I may try and smooth this out myself, as it's only a cheap saddle, so I'm not really concerned, and see if that improves performance. But I need to see whether that's actually even going to be a problem. You can see here it's got a nice wide insert in the middle for comfort and blood flow. Yes, something that I definitely want to try. If this is really good and works out really well, I'll probably eventually replace it with either a power saddle or possibly the Shimano Stealth saddle. So we'll see what happens. I was a little bit surprised. These are got a lot more curvature in them than I originally thought. I probably was chasing a flatter saddle, but we've got to give this a go. So time will tell. Let's have a quick look at the weight. Typically with Chinese products, the weight they state and the weight you get can be grossly different. So let's give this one a test. So they say 199 grams, so let's see what we get. We get 211 grams, so that's only 210 grams, so that's only 11 grams. Different to what they state, that's nothing. So absolutely will give them. They've quoted the correct weight. I was almost expecting to get a saddle that was 300 grams, but the minute I opened it in the packaging, I knew straight away that this was going to be pretty much on point and honest. So next step is give this saddle a go on the bike, and we will have another review at that point as to how it's going, and then if it lasts, a long-term review on how it's going. My experience, you would have seen from the previous Chinese product that we bought in, which was the wide range cassette. It failed in a very, very short space of time, pretty much tore itself apart due to its poor mechanical design. That particular one couldn't handle any ratcheting on the cranks, or what you might also call backpedaling, which you often have to do on a mountain bike when you're in fairly rocky terrain, or on technical descents, or trying to get a front wheel up onto a ledge. You might need to bring your strong or power foot forward, or dominant foot forward, and the fastest way to do that is to backpedal, because you might be holding a gear that as soon as you try and go forwards to get that foot, you're on power straight away, and it's not going to be quick enough. Just for an example of those people who don't think you need to backpedal. If you're not backpedaling on a mountain bike, then you're not riding proper mountain bike trails. In fact, you're not riding properly at all. It's something you need to learn to do. So it tore itself apart because I had to slightly backpedal. The chain fell off. It sat across the cogs. When I put the power back down, it literally tore the teeth off a cog. So that was it was a light cassette, as I stated in the other reviews, only about 370 odd grams. But in this case, I think it's the way they got the weight down was also it's failing. So that product, no good at all. Let's see how this product goes as we move on from this point. So thank you. Any questions or comments, please put them down below, and subscribe to help me out and bring more of these products in the future, because I would like to test out a little bit more of the EC90 brand. Thank you very much. Bye.